recommend the Zeno squid, because you can tighten up many, options on this, but you can't tighten up all of them, and it just flops around. I don't know if I got it stable or not, but I was constantly adjusting it yesterday, and it got really old. So, whoosah. Sorry about that. Piece of junk, and you pay extra for this kind of thing. Okay, so Eastern Oregon. I'm in Eastern Oregon. I'm westbound on Interstate 84. It's 26 degrees, and yeah. Julie's in the back like, don't even look at me, Mama. Don't look at me when you're cranky. Man, that thing. And it makes me mad because I paid quite a bit for it. And it isn't really how I'd like it to be facing forward, but it's better than it was, flopping around. And I set that before I left. Thought I had it stable, but yeah. Hopefully you guys aren't completely fed up with me and my growling, and you'll come back, because blah, 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 blah. See, it's still not right. It's still not right. It's still moving around and not right. I do not recommend the Zeno squid for this. Because, yeah, like I said, you can, well, somebody was here. You can, tighten up several features, but you cannot make it completely stable. It just flops around. So I don't recommend the Zeno squid, because every little thing, is going to, what if I was doing a video tutorial and, I had it facing, I would have to reach around that thing in order to do a video tutorial, and any little bump and the thing is going to flop over. So yeah, I don't recommend this thing. Good morning, Tracy. I'm getting cranky with my phone mount. It made me so mad, because I had it all set to go when I left, and then it just starts flopping around. It's floppy, and I don't recommend it. See, and it's like at an angle. Good morning, Jen. Woo-wee. Yeah, so it's a very gray morning here in Eastern Oregon. It's 26 degrees. And so if I get a phone call from dispatch, I'm going to answer that, unless it's Kathleen, because I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not going to get into that tornado of her twisting things around and making things up and being a narcissist. Yes, but clear roads, absolutely. Hopefully it's clear going over Snoqualmie Pass. See, I had to move that again, and I constantly had to move that yesterday, and I'm so over that. And suction cups don't work unless you use super glue. So yeah, really, it's overrated because it's so floppy. You can't tighten it down so that it is completely stable. Come on around, dude. I'm doing 36 miles an hour up this hill. So, the big guy that I talked to yesterday about this load going to Sacramento, which I would go to Sacramento, but it's a bakery load. See, I gotta fix that. It's a bakery load, and even though it's a bakery load, it's food, and they want them there on time. Yes, I super glued this one suction cup on there. That's the magnetic ball one, but I put it in the wrong spot, so you guys can't really see the road well. and I need to fix that. So, yeah, I might tear that off the dash at some point. And I have the squid legs wrapped around that thing. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Back up a grade. So, you know, I'm not going to make it to Sacramento on time. I don't run 11 hours a day. It's access, yes, yes. Well, right now it looks pretty good. It's at a pretty good angle, I think. Oh, I'm gonna shut that thing off. Let me take these out of my ears. You guys can hear me okay, obviously, because you're talking to me. Come on, girl. Climb the hill, baby. So, they screwed up my run, the one that comes from Halsey, Oregon and goes to Denver. They're like, we had to take a break from those for a while. Really? Because you ruined my life. Yep, hear you just fine. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, so if they call, I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to try to answer it while we're live. Maybe we won't go, you know. Oh, Robert Simmons is live right now too. Now he's live on Facebook, and he runs flatbeds, heavy haul, that kind of stuff. He's a real trucker, and he's been running kind of on the east side a lot lately, east side of the country. Robert Simmons. Coming down the hill. You see that it's so gray and kind of foggy. That's called the inversion. And, you know, I don't know all the science and the definitions behind the inversion, but it's something that happens a lot here in the Treasure Valley. And this area of eastern Oregon and southwestern Idaho out to almost Mountain Home, that's called the Treasure Valley. And this goes, Treasure Valley, you know, is pretty much like up to Baker City. I think it's like the other side of Baker City where you climb out of the Treasure Valley. Wants to be a truck driver. I'm sure you meant a truck driver. That's okay, Jen. We had a really good time. I started on the thermal stitch cowl. That was fun, and I showed Ellen how to do the thermal stitch, and the rest of us just crocheted and talked and had a great time. Would have been great if you'd have been there too, but you know, I get it. Not everybody's on camera all the time and, you know, has time to do this stuff. Truck driver, yes! I figured that's what you meant. Well, I don't know what area you're in, but I went to Sage Technical School, Sage Truck Driving School, and I know they have schools like, there's the one I went to in Caldwell, Idaho. There's one in the Denver area. I don't know where all Sage is, but I liked Sage. I like the amount of hours that I got in the truck. They made sure that I passed, you know, that driving test, which is really all truck driving school does. It doesn't teach you how to be a truck driver. And now they did finally pass that law that you have to go to an accredited school in order to get your CDL. Where before, if you learned how to drive truck from your dad or something, and then you could go to a CDL tester and have him do, you know, your road test with you and your pass or fail, right? Well, now you have to go to an accredited school. But like I said, truck driving school does not teach you how to be a truck driver. It teaches you how to pass that road test. And I was on camera. I was doing my restream. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. I missed that. Okay, Baker City, 51 miles. Pendleton, 145. And since I'm not going to Portland, after Pendleton, I'm going to get up in the Hermiston area, and I'm going to go north on the 82 and head for Snowfall, maybe. My plan is to deliver this load in Puyallup tonight if, they don't reroute me. I don't know. They're not doing the right thing. Oh, okay. That would be cool. Because those, red loads are, you cannot be even 1 second late. And they're, by putting me on the load, no. Because, those team drivers is who they should have on that load. And, yeah, if they want me to take that load to Sacramento, it's going to be late. And they're going to have to deal with it. And I'm a little bit, good morning, Amy. I have 70 hours to run in 7 days. And after that, the hours on the 8th day, the hours that I ran on the first day come back to me. So let's say the first day I ran 10 hours, and the evening of the 7th day, I have run out of my whole 70-hour clock. At midnight, that 10 hours comes back to me. Those are recaps. And then the next day, the hours I ran 7 days back. It is open. Let's see what we get, Dooley. Red or green? What do we got? Green. Yay! We get to go by the way station. There we are moving again. See, I hate that. Stay tight, you sucker. And it won't stay tight. Okay, so okay. I gotta get over for this guy. Okay. So anyway, those are recaps. So I can't burn up that 70-hour clock. Oh. Or else I'm going to be sitting. They got drivers that run, their 70-hour clock, and then they do a 34-hour reset. After 34 hours, that 70-hour clock comes back. Well, I'm out for 3 or 4 weeks at a time, and I run OTR over the road, so no way station. Yes, that's the pre-pass device I have sticking to my windshield. So, I want to stay out for 3 or 4 weeks at a time before I go home, so therefore I run on recaps. I don't run my 70-hour clock down because I don't have the stamina to run 10, 11 hours every day driving. So I do 8.5 to 9.5. Hi, Tammy. Yes, this is Eastern Oregon. 29 degrees. So anyway, I run between 8.5 and 9.5 hours unless I'm getting kind of short on my 70. And the problem is a lot of these dispatchers don't understand how to run, recaps. To make it easier for them, they want you to run 10, 11 hours and then just sit and take a 34-hour, restart. Okay, Michelle. Drinking tea. Makes me wish I was home drinking tea. So yeah, I started that thermal stitch cowl last night with that really soft icy blue yarn. entrepreneur sent me, and it's really turning out nice. Really turning out nice. Of course, I didn't get very far with it because we're old people. Julie and I are old people. We like to go to bed early. So we got done about 8 o'clock. Mountain time last night. Bouncy, bouncy, how doing? And I forgot to close one of my upper cupboards, so everything has fallen down onto the floor. I'll need to pull over here in a little bit anyway and get that fixed. But in the meantime, make it to Puyallup. And hopefully Snoqualmie Pass is not white knuckle driving today. Because the last time I came over Snoqualmie was a month or so ago, and I had to put traction devices on my tires and do 24 miles an hour. But we were safe, you know. Hello, Stephanie. Stupid. Oh, this thing is just killing me. It is. I do not recommend this Zeno squid. It is so floppy. I cannot stabilize it. Oh well. Oh well. I'll just keep messing with it and getting more and more irritated with it. And I'll leave them another bad review. There's a lot of hills to climb up and down here in eastern Oregon, and then you go down the big one, Cabbage Hill, because you climb over the Blue Mountains after you come out of La Grande, and of course now he's going to slow down, and I want to speed up. You climb the Blue Mountains, go up through Beecham, and I am so sick of this thing. It will not stabilize. Anyway, so you climb up over the Blue Mountains out of La Grande when you're heading west. Stupid thing. And you go past Beecham, and then you peak Cabbage Hill just outside of Pendleton there, and you go down a 6% winding, long grade. It's one of those notorious grades. It's known nationwide. Yeah, it is pretty bleak here. I'll tell you what's bleak is the future of this Zeno company and their dang squid leg. Oh, this thing! It's making me so mad. I'm sorry, you guys. This thing is not. Look at that. Wobble, wobble. So anyway, Cabbage Hill is notorious. Monteagle in Tennessee, which is, it might be the same grade, 6% grade, which is very steep, but I'm telling you, it's nothing after doing the Grapevine and the and Cabbage Hill, Donner Pass. Yeah, I just laughed at, you know, I probably shouldn't have laughed, but you know, I was amused at all the truckers screaming on the CB about going down Montrose. It wasn't even a mile. Yes, the sun isn't in your eyes. It may not be any sun today. We'll see. Maybe after we get out of the inversion. It's very gray here today. Whoo-wee. We do kind of need to take a little 5-second break. I do anyway. See that? Yeah. Yeah. I need more coffee. That really wouldn't have been the place to take that break. It seems like you gotta take, oh, I think I've taken that, a 5-second break on that off-ramp before, which we can do here in Oregon. It's illegal in Wyoming, but I mean, in an emergency, I've done it. But it seems like you take that side road, and then, yeah, right up here there's an on-ramp. So I've done that one before. Baker City is coming up. Well, Huntington, the Huntington exit time, and then Baker City. That guy's on the side of the road with his triangles out. Good morning, Andrea. Let's see, what did you say? Oh, you're in a 30-minute ad? Oh, you don't have to watch that, girl. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Boy, that inversion, it keeps that fog down here so that it's a gray day all day long. Look at that, there it goes again. Yeah, Andrea, come on in. Don't watch that. Hi, Samantha. Andrea, don't watch a 30-minute ad. That's terrible. They shouldn't even have 30-minute ads. The heck is that all about? Okay, here we go. Climbing up. I call all these the Huntington Curves. Because the little town of Huntington is up here. Yeah, come on in, Andrea. I just... 30-minute ads. That's ridiculous. To keep people, you know, kind of held hostage for that. I am in Eastern Oregon going through the Huntington Curves. I'm heading west. Then I'm going to get off of Interstate 84 around the Hermiston area and go towards, oh good, Andrea, and go towards the Seattle area. I'm going to Puyallup, Washington to deliver this dog food. And, yeah, I'm having trouble with my phone mount. I saw a bad wreck right up here about a month or so ago. So we all got in the left lane because this little overpass right here, this bridge, was a complete, like, 6-inch sheet of ice, and right there where all those orange barrels are, a truck went over the edge. Now, I don't know the details, I don't know how it happened, but yeah. But that just made me sick to my stomach to see that. Yeah, I went to Colorado, and now I'm on my way back with a Purina dog food load to take to the Fred Meyer Distribution Center up in Puyallup. Then they want me to take a bakery load down to Sacramento, and those are very time sensitive. Yes, exactly. They don't need to put in 30-minute ads. That's crazy. Good morning, Amy. Good morning. Oh, I think I need a 5-second break. Pull off somewhere up here. Oh, I know where. I know where, because I know there's an on-ramp right away. Some of these I've never taken a lot of these exits, so, you know, I don't want to get stuck somewhere with, you know, 75 feet of truck, you know, truck and trailer. And it's not a good idea to pull over on the shoulder unless you absolutely have to. And I've done that. And I'm munching on my pork ribs that I cooked last night. They're very good. Yeah, it makes me sick to my stomach, Jen. You know, I watched that video. I posted it in my, excuse me. I posted it in under my community tab. It said, close your eyes and watch this. Oh, he passed her and he immediately lost traction and he jackknifed, like, right in front of her. Crossed over the lane and jackknifed and then went off the right side bank. Oh, that was crazy, crazy, crazy. I can't get this thing to tighten up. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something different, and they're not gonna get a good review from me. It's too floppy. There needs to be another area to tighten up. Ball. Hi, Carol. Vail, Oregon. I know exactly where Vail is. I drive through there. Hello, Kay. Thank you for joining. I saw her earlier today. So we're in Eastern Oregon. Curves and ups and downs and this stupid thing. It's killing me. Gotta do something different with that. So yeah, we had a really good time. Get over there and stay there. Stay there. That's killing me. I will, Amy. We had a really good time in Zoom last night. Well, there were 5 or 6 of us, and we were just all crocheting and chatting, and that was wonderful. And I got shut that off. I got started on the thermal stitch cowl. Good morning, Cheryl. And I cooked my pork ribs while we were on there. And now that I'm going on that shawl, I wish I would have made it a little longer, but I can fix that. I'll just do an edge, one edge of it, make it a little longer, because, you know, it kind of tightened up after I started the thermal stitch. I'll fudge it. It'll be good. You were not talking too much. That was so much fun. I was so happy to see you. My aunt's blanket is still not done. Hopefully I can do a row of that before I fall asleep tonight. We'll see. So yeah, just so you guys know, if I take a phone call, it's going to be from somebody in dispatch if they ever get back to me about this stupid thing. It will not tighten up. Okay. So anyway, if dispatch calls, I will immediately take that call. So I don't know what it's going to do to my live. That's why I say I'll be in and out today. But that's okay. We can do that. People who have, you know, different groups of people have different, you know, free times and times that they're not free. And oh, I've got to tell you guys. Okay. As I shove, you know, food into my mouth, I normally, oh, there it I normally, you know, when I'm driving along, I'm listening to videos or I'm listening to music or whatever. Even when I'm talking to somebody on the phone. Dang. Ugh, I hate this thing. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, you're going to see the side of the road today because I cannot get it to straighten up for the life of me. Okay, so anyway, good morning, Sherry. Yeah, you guys are going to see the side of the road, which is the reason I bought this thing, so that you guys could see the road and not just the shoulder, and now it's not working. So anyway, the great thing about that I've noticed when I'm, good morning, Melissa, talking to you guys all day in a live, you know, for several hours, I am not munching the whole day, so I'm actually eating less. Yeah, it does give a whole new perspective. It's making me mad. So, you know, even though I'm still kind of munching on my pork ribs from last night, yes, it's beautiful mountains. I get to talking to you guys, and I'm not thinking about munching on, you know, the pork rinds or my other protein snacks. You know, I'm actually eating less. So that's helping me in the whole 50 gone by 2024. I do love these pork ribs. Oh, and I'm having a problem. Yes, I love munching while driving. Okay, so I'm having a problem with my freezer. I have chicken thighs in freezer bags on the bottom shelf of my little freezer up here that's strapped to the upper bunk. And when they froze in there, I threw them in there in the bottom of the freezer. They have frozen to the bottom of the freezer. And I have pork and steak on the upper shelf, but that's not, those are not sticking to, you know, that shelf. But the bottom of the freezer, it has just frozen, and I can't get any, I can't pry any of the chicken thighs out of there. And I don't want to defrost the thing. Oh, good. Okay, Andrea. So, you know, and I don't want to rip those freezer bags. I have to get a food saver. I know they used to call them seal meals back in the day, and I used to have one, and I loved it. Loved it. I need to get another one now that I've got the yarn bus, because that was great. That is the best food storage. And I would get the kind, you know, I wouldn't get like pre-made bags for the food saver. I'd get the kind where you actually seal up and make your own bag. I need to put that on my list. Good morning. Yes, we are going through the hills of Eastern Oregon. Well, I gotta put on my yeah, maybe I'll try that, because I do have a butter knife here on the truck. We'll see what happens. I mean, those things are in there solid, and I cannot get them out. And like this morning, I was trying to pry a bag out of there so that I could have chicken thighs tonight. I ended up grabbing a chuck eye steak and some pork belly from the top shelf, but that, you know, bottom shelf of chicken thighs just won't. There's the cement plant right there that has been here for, oh, I don't know how many years. It's been here for a long time. Okay, you stupid thing. And that's how May Trucking Company got their start, was to start hauling cement out of this cement plant. And they call this area lime because, you know, it takes lime to make cement. Okay, there's my phone. Reconnecting. Okay, so what happened there when I took that phone call? Did it like disconnect? Did you guys listen to the whole conversation? Or, you know, what did it do in the live while I was in that phone call with dispatch, with Jim and dispatch? Tell me what happened. And are we still live? Oh, that phone mount is just, oh, then it comes our, and then that BIXPY thing came out. Okay, so who's here? And buffered. Okay, so it probably buffered while I was in the phone call with Jim. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, good. Stephanie's still here. Michelle's still here. Sorry about that. That's what I mean by being in and out today. Hello, Janet. Oh, thank you. T, sweet T is here. Hello, Amy. T, would you like to see the boy? I can't get it to switch around to see the baby. There we go. Where are you? Oh, and then that Bixby thing comes up. There's the baby. There's the baby. Say hi to sweet T, baby. Yeah. Let me turn you guys back around. Okie dokie. Yeah, so sounds like we're working out. Yeah, sorry you're stuck with me all day. I'm not stuck with you at all. I'm happy you're here. What'd you say, T? He's chilling. Yes, he is. He's hanging out. He's keeping an eye on me. That's for sure. Oh, let's turn that noise off. Okay, so T, I'm in Eastern Oregon. I'm heading northwest towards Seattle, actually to Puyallup, Washington, to get this dog food load. And I'm in a fight with my phone and the phone mount. Hello, Tracy. Yes, Eastern Oregon. It's very foggy here. It's called the inversion effect. Good morning, Sandpel from Yuma, Arizona. I had to get in the left lane because we got a trucker who was coming out on, I love this, feels like a field trip. Yes, well, T, I'm sure you need a field trip. How are you feeling this morning? I've been worried about you and praying about you, thinking about you. T hasn't been feeling well. Okay, so that guy came out, back out onto the freeway. I think I want around the 317 mile marker to take my little 5-second break. Okay, where's my, oh, I've lost my floss pick. Can't find my floss pick. Got meat in my teeth. I'm feeling bad, but trying to I hear you, honey. Oh, you got your kids out the door. Whoop, whoop. I need some floss picks so I can pick my teeth. Okay, that guy is not getting back over, so I'm getting back over. Okay. Well, that guy's getting over now. Oh, see that? See my phone? My phone is making me very upset this morning. Yes, we got sweet tea here today, everyone. Our sweet Teresa pat. Oh. There. Duct tape. Kim, I think you're right. I'm going to duct tape that dang thing. Oh, and there's Bixby again. I hate that program. I need to get that off of my phone ever since the latest update. Hello, Wanda. You know what, Wanda? I am not cheerful. I'm very cranky because of this phone mount that I have. Wanda, I watched that video of yours this morning. Oh, I mean, my heart would have been in my throat. Yeah, if I had been driving. I'm not sure. I don't know. You did a great job avoiding him. Oh, there's Bixby again. I cannot stand that program. Every time I touch the phone, it comes up. I've got to get that removed. So, Wanda, you pulled over after he jackknifed. Did you run over there? Lisa! Hello, Lisa. T, I put it under my community tab this morning. Lisa's here, T's here, Wanda's here, Stephanie, Cheryl, I mean, all of you. I'm so happy to see you all. Michelle. Lisa's Crochet. Yes, he was okay. Good. Oh, I bet he was pretty shaken up. Oh, my goodness. It's very foggy here in Eastern Oregon today. Very foggy. Oh my. What the? Wow, that was a weird optical illusion with that train. Looked like the hillside was a ghost. Hello, Tammy, at the end. Lisa, how is your... Yes, Lisa, how is your granddaughter? Another square. Yes! I wish I was crocheting today and not fighting with this phone. Valerie and Tammy. We have such a great group in here. I really enjoy talking to you guys. What's that? I heard a beep. The little nut bar. Oh. Yeah, like I was saying, I forget to munch on things while I'm talking to you guys. See, my phone will not stay straight. It is killing me. Killing me. Ugh, tighten that up. It will not tighten up. And it just keeps spinning around, wobbling around. Yeah. Well, it's getting foggier and foggier because of this inversion. It has something to do with, yeah, major duct tape. I'm getting really irritated with this thing. The fog here, this is called the inversion. You see how the fog has frosted up on the trees over to the right? It just frosts up on everything it touches. And then, yeah, Gorilla Tape. Then it falls to the ground and you walk through it. I have been knee deep. I think that's what they call hoarfrost. It comes off of those trees and the brush and lands on the ground, and it is so light and fluffy, but I have been knee deep walking through that stuff trying to feed horses. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay, T, I want you to get some rest. I want you to sleep as much as you need, because that will make you tired, tired, tired. You're trying to wind your yarn? Is that what you're saying? T, we'll be praying for you, honey. Just sleep and get better. I have started using that wool genie, and I hope to never have to wind yarn again. It is an outside pole, so if you start one skein or cake or ball or whatever from an outside pole, then of course, you know, unless it's on all solid color, then you got to do the whole thing as an outside pole. You start from the inside, you do the whole thing as an inside. Okay, T, we love you, honey. Dooley loves you. This thing is not staying tight. Okay, so, yeah, see how foggy it is? I can only see about not even 100 feet in front of me. Oh, that's right. With hanks, I don't think a hank would work. Yeah, a hank wouldn't work on the wool genie. I never thought of that. Yeah, so a hank you need to cake up. Forgot about that. Oh, that's terrible. I do have a yarn winder somewhere in all my stuff. Yeah, it's like a freezing fog. But this is it's weird because it doesn't like coat the branches in a clear ice. This stuff is soft and fluffy like soap flakes. It's just, it is so light. I mean, if you touch it, it'll disappear just from the heat of your hand, your finger. Oh, this thing is just gonna... Try that. Maybe that'll help. That hat. Oh, that seems to be helping. We'll see. We'll see. So, anyway, yeah, it is so light and fluffy. I mean, there's no weight to these, like, pieces of frost, and then they fall down and they pile up, and they're so fluffy. They're lighter than cotton. And then, you know, you walk through them carrying hay to feed the horses. And now I gotta touch the phone again to plug it in. Hopefully that thing doesn't... Yes, it did pop up! Oh, man, that thing, I just touched my phone so that I could plug it in, and that BIXBY came up again. Ugh. Oh, Android is going to hear about this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm going to try to get this hat to, maybe this hat will help me get it. Hello, Andrea. Why can't, because it's my, yes, okay. My brightness was turned down. Okay. The hat is not helping. I'm getting so tired of this thing. Oh, it did it again! Oh, that thing is just killing me. I tried. I can't, there's no setting to turn it off. It's just killing me. Ugh. Okay, let's see if that works with the hat for a not going to last very long. The hat isn't thick enough. Oh, this thing is just... Oh my goodness. When I take my 30-minute break, at least, I will... Yep, there goes the hat. Now the hat's falling. Nothing is working this morning. Okay. But see how foggy it is? I mean, it's cleared up to about 150. Yes. Tracy, thank you. It cleared up, you know, I've got about 150 feet now of visibility. Yeah, Kim, I've tried everything. It's the recent update. And, or are they going to hear about it from me? Yes, I tried. I've tried it all. The thing has taken over my phone. And between that and this stupid phone mount that cost me too much money, yeah. Getting irritated with my phone this morning. Maybe someday I'll have a GoPro or something. Hello, baby dog. Hello, baby dog. Thought I would get a drink of water. It's a thirsty dog. Which reminds me, I gotta find myself someplace to... I have the Galaxy S10. Hello, sweet baby. Hello, sweet puppy. Good morning, Sylvia. Sylvia, I got some Facebook messages from you last night. I want to make sure those were actually from you before I respond. Because so many people that I... Thank you, Cheryl. So many people that I'm receiving, you know, messages from, their account has been hacked or their account has been cloned. So I don't even know anymore. Like my friend, like there's one of the deacons, elders at the church in Castle Rock, Colorado. Somebody actually got into his, they didn't just make a Facebook account that looked like his, you know how they do that, they clone your account, and then they send you a friend request. No, someone had actually gotten into his Facebook account and was sending me messages from his account. Now, I'm sorry, the real guy for that account does not drop F-bombs in his posts. So I knew it wasn't him. I've known this guy for many, many years. Him and his wife and his family. And nope, that I knew that wasn't him. So someone has actually gotten into his Facebook account, like signed onto his account. Where normally when you get a second friend request from somebody, it's because they have created an account that looks like your friend's. Yes, Wanda, isn't it terrible? And it seems to be since this last update. I didn't know if it was the update or if it was because I downloaded that stupid Drive dash cam app. So I got rid of that. I just got rid of that, uninstalled that this morning. But it's still a problem. I think it's the latest update. Sylvia, oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is wonderful. You know what I think, I'm going to do with that is a giveaway. I'll do more yarn giveaways. I got to finish up that one giveaway that I've got going on this channel and the one on the other. The other channel is going to be kind of ongoing for a little bit on that. Because, I want to see everybody's progress, and I need to do an update on that. I need to update, promoting fiber arts. I got so many things to catch up on. Thank you so much. That is wonderful. Between you and Jill, oh my goodness. I'm going to have lots of coffee. Coffee. Speaking of coffee, I need a sip. Wow, the fog is getting heavy again. It's getting worse because we're climbing in elevation. still take that 5-second break. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, it's part of the Android system. So, but it has never popped up like that because, you know, I've never used it. And it pops up every time I touch the edge of the phone on the case. Anything happens and then it pops up. Boy, is Android going to hear about that. 6 Acre Farm and Rescue. Good morning. Good morning. We're coming into a very foggy Baker City, Oregon. And, this guy's taking I think I'm going to take a 5-second break real quick so I can close up. I left a cabinet open, one of the overhead cabinets, and get all that stuff put back in the cabinet. And, yes, Julie, this is just a 5-second break, baby. Just hang on. We'll break further on up the road here. We'll stop in LeGrand for you. Yeah, that's your good place to stop. Sumter. So I'm related to some people named Sumter, and I always wondered if they were part of this. Oh, hello, Suze. Okay. Oh, this is the main. Okay, we'll pull onto the on-ramp and take a 5-second break. So I always wondered if, you know, his family name, he was like my step-grandfather from, you know, like the 40s and 50s was his kind of era. And my grandmother met him while hitchhiking with my father. Okay. While hitchhiking with my father, who was a toddler, from Georgia. They were on their way to Seattle so that she could get a job with Boeing. And then they met up with Jasper Sumter, and they never made it to Seattle. My father, you know, as a child, he was very disappointed in that because it was supposed to be life-changing for them. Take this change off duty and let this YRC go by. Hopefully he doesn't hit us while I'm fixing this. Oh, we're having a mess today. This is just everything came out of the cupboard. And the lid came off. Oh, great. The lid came off that syrup, so there's syrup all over the place. Oh my goodness. Where's that paper towels? We got a problem. We got a problem to fix here. Put the paper towels down here. That'll get sticky and yucky. And this thing, the lid came off. Okay, we had a little problem with me taking off before I closed the... Oh! Nothing more. Life in a truck. Okay. It's back up there. Boy, what a mess I got now. Close that. Okay, that was a terrible mess, and I'm going to be cleaning up for a while. I guess I'm having kind of a rough morning. Try to mess with that phone while we're sitting here. See if I can get it to straighten up. Thank you so much, everybody, for riding with me while I'm having all these troubles. Puppy giving me kisses because he's a kisser. Yes, he is. And I'll see if I can fix that phone so that it's not... Yes, I did go off duty. Thank you, Wanda. Okay. I think I got most of the mess cleaned up. I'm gonna have to stop and get some water. You know, I started out with about 6 jugs of water when I got back from home time. And it's time to... Oh, and it comes off the mount. Huh. I wonder if that's going to work. Okay. My hat. Maybe my hat can help me here. Keep that thing straight. Yes. Oh. I'm going to have to do some major reorganizing and fixing of stuff. Maybe when I get stopped tonight, when I'd rather be working on a blanket or a cowl. Okay, Dewey, here we go again. Tally ho, here we go. Let's go. Okay, we're rolling again. Wow, that looks pretty stable. What do you guys think? Yes, we do have to save every second we can. I'm trying to fix my, my 70, make sure my 70 stays where I want it. And it's tough when they kind of, I just got here. What happened? Hi, Lisa. Well, I had to pull over and fix some things. I left an upper cabinet open and a bunch of stuff fell out and a lid broke on a bottle of sugar-free coffee syrup, so that's all over the floor. And I've been fighting with my phone. It's still not right, but let's see. Okay, so anyway, we're back on the road, so I'm trying. So they switched up. Normally I do the same run over and over again from, Oregon to Colorado, but, oh, you darn thing. Stephanie, it automatically goes back to, once I get over 5 miles an hour, it will automatically put me on the drive line. It'll put me in, on driving. So I don't have to worry about that when I'm taking off. So anyway, I had to pick up that mess, and they switched up my loads because they have put those Halsey loads, those paper loads on hold for a week or so, and that kind of messed up my life. That messed up my, how I run my clock. Yeah, Stephanie, it's automatic. And if I pull over and I don't put myself off duty or in the sleeper berth, after a short amount of time, it will switch from driving to on duty. It kind of, automatically. Yeah, we cannot, like if I roll at 4 miles an hour, it will stay off duty or in whatever status I have it in. But if I get to 5 miles an hour, it will switch to driving, and you can't edit that. Can't. Yeah, Tammy, it looks like I might be heading to Sacramento with this bakery load, which, I'll do my very best, but like I told Jim, I don't have the stamina to run 11 hours a day, and I don't take 34-hour resets. He's like, no, I totally get it. Thankfully, it's not like running with May Trucking where they give you a hard time. Each driver has their own driving style, I'm learning. And I've learned, May Trucking Company made me feel guilty for not running 11 hours a day. Well, now I'm learning that my style of driving is very steady, and safety officers love it, and each driver has to play to their own strengths. So I'm learning not to feel guilty anymore for not running 11 hours a day. That's just that's hard on me. I don't know what it is. I don't think I'm lazy. I think I push until I'm tired, and I make sure that my clock is managed. You got drivers like Wanda. She's been doing this, what'd you say, 22 years? That girl has stamina. She's been doing this. And she may have, started running that hard way sooner than I have, but I think eventually I'll, I keep building up my stamina when it comes to how many hours I can drive. something. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I'm really tired of fighting with that thing. Yeah, I have limits. Good. Yeah. You know, we're not all, robots that can all, run exactly how dispatch and customer service wants us to run. I know, which kind of, stages I get into where I'm not that safe of a driver. And it's not that I completely avoid those, particular situations. I will, tiptoe into those so that I can keep pushing and getting better at what I do, but not to the point where I'm dangerous, Okay, this guy is over than me. So, anyway, well, this is better, definitely. The way it's, somehow I got it tightened up a little better. But still, it keeps spinning to the right. So that you guys will be, eventually just looking at the shoulder and everything off to the right. Yes, that's what's going to keep me safe. Tracy, just getting to where I can say no without feeling guilty. Yes, where May Trucking Company made me feel guilty. And I grew up with, a lot of guilt trips in, my childhood. So, yeah, that's been a fight my whole life, is how I react to, people trying to impose a guilt trip on me. I just get irritated. I get so irritated. Obviously, I get irritated pretty easy, and I shouldn't. Well, sorry, dude. If you wanted to go around him, you should have done it. So now we're climbing out of the Baker City area. We're going to go past North Powder, which is it's probably my favorite cafe anywhere I've been. The only other place that I loved just as much as the North Powder Cafe was Pollard Flat in Northern California, and they sold, and they've been closed since March, almost a year, just short of a year now. So, yeah, they had such a good season on that grill. Oh my goodness, that guy was a really good cook. All, him and his father and the whole family, they just, that was good food. So I miss Pollard Flat. Bobby, love my mother-in-law, but she could be a travel agent for guilt trips. Yes. Yep. My dispatcher, my DM, she tries to play some of those really subtle guilt trip games. And then the guy right above her, he's all about, well, Dana, we really need you to take one for the team because it's for the company and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you want me to bend over so that you don't have to deal with the customer service issue that you guys created. Then the company, if I don't feel safe, they don't have a problem. See, yeah. And there is that balance between not feeling guilty for not doing as much, and then there's this balance of wanting to be really good at my job and to really, gain those advantages and have more miles, to continue to, get better and be good at my job. I've got that, that I fight against too. Stupid thing. Okay, there's TWT. They're out of Spokane, I believe. I know they've got like a terminal there. Yep, it says Spokane, Washington on his door. And I guess Heartland Express also uses their yard. Kind of Spokane. I guess it's up there real close to the Petro. Oh boy. These pork ribs are so good. But yeah, I am eating less because I'm talking to you guys, you know, throughout the day. Yeah. See? Oh. Nothing is going right this morning. Get up there. Okay. It's better. It's not perfect. Okay. It's really pointed down, but that's okay. There's not much to see. That's true, Bobby. But you know, while I've got a good road surface right now, well, it's 22 degrees and I see some darkness. Maybe I should kick off the cruise and not. Right, it's not a time to push it. Your brother is a truck driver? Does he run down there around the southeast kind of region? Tennessee? I know I see you guys videoing from, you know, kind of that region. Good job, Wanda. Good job. How many miles yesterday? I didn't even look at my miles. To me, it's about the time. Northern Indiana. Oh, 703. Wow! Nice work! Very nice. I went from, you know, in between Fort Bridger and Little America. There was a, you know, truck parking pull-out area there to Ontario, Oregon. And I don't know how many miles that is. To save a little on my clock since they're messing up my normal routine. I'm sure tired of playing this guessing game as to whether or not that's ice or not. Tired of that. Oregon DOT. No. That's about a different. I get these updates from Oregon DOT on Twitter. That was about a road that I'm not going to be on. So let's all pray that Snoqualmie Pass in Washington State is clear and dry. It just has to be, the pavement has to be clear and dry. That's what I would like. Clear and dry pavement all the way to Puyallup. And then the problem is going to be finding a place to park for the night. And, you know, between Puyallup and Kent, Washington. Because the mustard seed is going to be packed. Which I would love. Love, love. Hey, Sylvia, if you should ever get to Ontario, go for a church service. All right, thank you very much. Pray clear day and pavement and night parking. Thank you, Joy. Yes, there is a little convenience store called the Mustard Seed. And there's truck parking. The whole thing is you have to pay for parking there. And it's not very big and it's very tight. And, by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they can be completely full, which is normal. And they have this pork, this barbecued pork. Oh, that is, see, Wanda, you're doing great. And they have this like deli. It's the Mustard Seed Market and Deli there in Sumner, Washington. Oh, really? That's cool. Who did she drive for? So anyway, the Mustard Seed Market and Deli, and they have in their deli case this pork that is, it's like it's air fried, and it is done to perfection, and it is so good. CFI. Oh, I know CFI. I've never talked to any CFI drivers, but obviously she was there for 10 years. Must have been a good deal for her. So this, it's kind of a smoked, kind of air fried type. Oh, it's crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. I mean, it's the kind of pork I aspire to when I'm trying to cook pork. 3 trailers, that is too long for me. Yeah, that guy with Old Dominion, Lisa, those guys run some 2 and 3 trailers all the time. Now I have an endorsement for that, but I've never pulled them. Wanda, have you ever pulled doubles or triples? Because I never have. I've never pulled a tanker, but I've had a dry van that had, those big square vats of liquid glue in them that I hauled up to a paper mill outside of Vancouver, Washington, and I needed a tanker endorsement for that. But I've never pulled doubles or triples or an actual tanker. I've thought about going to work for Idaho Milk on their over-the-road fleet, but I don't know if they have. Nope, don't plan on it. I don't blame you. Because, we have to find the right parking just having a 53-foot trailer. I cannot imagine, what you go through as a new doubles or triples driver looking for a place to park. I have all my endorsements, including hazmat, but I don't have a TWIC card, a TWIC card, and that's for getting on some of these ports to get loads out of the seaports. And I might get that. I hear it's very easy to get that. But, I don't know. I've never been I've been to a port. I've been to the port of Tacoma and delivered or picked up a load. I can't remember which. But they didn't require the TWIC card. So, I don't know. Look how dirty my windshield is. Let's see if I'm going to make it worse. Dirty windshield. Yeah, I just made it worse. Good job, Dana. Especially when it's 20 degrees out. That's lovely. Hopefully we get on, the other side up here. We've gone past North Powder. I was hoping this fog would lift, this inversion, but I don't know how far west it goes. I guess it's sunny skies in Portland, Oregon right now, and they can even see Mount Hood today, which is great. Yeah. Hello, Bree. So what is everyone working on? Tell me what you're working on. Give me some inspiration. Like I need another project. Like I need a hole in my head. Oh. What is everyone working on? I see there's some like calendar crochet alongs, some temperature blankets, some do what you want kind of crochet alongs that Jen was telling me about. There's all kinds of great things going on YouTube. Purple Crochet Poncho by Bag of Day. Yes, I was watching Bag of Day this morning on her latest iShares haul because I think I'm going to do some cheap A cheap ice yarn or not doing quick twig card either. The ports take 2 days. Oh, yeah. Working on and lurking, but tonight. I'm going to decline that call from Kathleen. Working and lurking, but tonight working on a hat scarf set. I see that Pamela from Pamela's Adoring Creations had a really cute hat scarf set recently. Working on an Elizabeth stitch blanket. How pretty. Off to work. See ya, Bobby. And a cowl. Amy's doing a cowl. So I'm working on my first cowl ever. Doing that thermal stitch, and it's nice to do that with an eye hook and doing that 4-weight, that really soft yarn that Dora sent me. It's very pretty. Baby blanket. Yes. I'll get a baby blanket in my future here real quick. Toddler blanket, because he'll be a toddler by the time I get it done. Okay. That's a little better on my windshield. It's not perfect, but it's a little better. This guy. I don't know how fast this guy is going. Oh! Those pork ribs were really good. Really good. So, joy bless life. The generator on my motorhome is like dead. Dead. I have plenty of fuel. Oh, Bree, I'm on Interstate 84 in Eastern Oregon. And when I get to Hermiston, I'm going to take the 82 northwest until I'll get through Yakima, Washington. I have coffee in my cup and I'm working on a scrap blanket and baby blanket and a calendar blanket from Butterfly Dreams. Katie, so I'll go northwest on 82, past Yakima, Oregon, and then I'll get on the 90 and head over Snoqualmie Pass. I'm headed to Puyallup today. So, anyway, in the yarn bus, the generator, okay, so the day I bought it, or the day before, seated calendar for February, packaging twisted headband using Big Twist Freelance. Good morning, Susan. Blue multi. Yeah, I saw that tutorial this morning from Crystal. So, yeah, so the day I bought it, what was it, August that I bought it? You know, that day, that morning, or the day before, Bobby and his brother Sean, I think, was there, and they had the generator running. Well, then he drove it over to where I'm staying, and the generator wouldn't start. I mean, it tried, but you know, in those motorhomes, once your fuel gets down to a certain level, you know, the generator isn't going to start. So, you know, it tried. You know, I'd hit the button and I could hear it. It was trying. Well, then I drove and I put about 3/4. We were stationed in Fort Lewis, yes. Oh, yeah, I've been to Fort Lewis. Anyway, you know, I went and put about $75 worth of fuel, you know, gas into the dang thing. It is a gas rig, unfortunately. And then, you know, like we'd hit the generator start button either from inside. Okay, dude, do what you're going to do. Be a jerk. Bye. Go. Get out of my life. Get out of my life! I'm just going to pass you when we get on the flat. People, I tell ya, I've been crawling up to him because I'm going 2 or 3 miles an hour faster than him until we get to, you know, an incline where I'm going to slow down a little, and then he makes sure that I can't pass him. Which, as soon as we get to the top here, I'm going to start creeping up on him again. But that's what kind of people we're dealing with today. If it had been me, I would have kicked off the cruise, let him go by, because I know on the flat, if I know on the flat and going downhill is going to be faster, I'm going to let him go. But yeah, big ego contest going on there. So, and now I've lost my momentum going up the hill. Whatever, get out of my life. So anyway, so then, you know, it's like you could hear the starter, but the engine wasn't even trying. And yes, it is rude. These guys who are driving truck, I mean, I'm not a big, you know, veteran, but, you know, I grew up on the CV. I learned a lot about, you know, what was etiquette, like when you get over to let people pass, or to let people, you know, another truck merge. Yeah, they don't know that etiquette anymore. And, you know, that kind of situation, kick off the cruise and let someone by. But these ELDs, these electronic logging devices, and our governed trucks, these guys got to push it to the edge, and they just jerk. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, about my generator, now when you push any of the start buttons, it's dead silent. I mean, all you hear is crickets. So I don't know what the problem is, but I need that generator going, because it's a 50 amp service on the motorhome, and when I'm home, I'm plugged into the house, and you know, that can't handle things like, you know, when it starts to warm up, when I go to run the air conditioner, that cord cannot handle it, even though it's a heavy duty cord. That's, you know, too many amps. So, you know, I don't know. Joy Blessed Life, do you have, you know, any experience with those RV generators? Why would it just go dead? I mean, there's 75 gallons. There's quite a bit of fuel in it, well over half a tank. And, yeah, that generator is just dead. And I need that running, you know, by the time the warm weather comes around, so that we can run the air conditioners. But it ain't working. And the solar, I don't know what's going on with the solar. I think maybe the batteries that the solar might need an overhaul. Yes. So, yeah. So anyway, I'll hopefully take it to my mechanic in the middle of February to get it fixed. Yep, more snow and more fog. I was hoping when we got up out of, you know, the Baker City area, that the fog would clear up, because Western Oregon apparently is beautiful today, and it's usually just the opposite. But anyway, anybody who has experience with RVs and generators, any ideas? Because that thing just went dead. I've got a new, okay, Verna, I got a new, you know, battery, you know, starter battery for the motorhome. Oh, I lost you guys. My hubby knows more than me. I can send you a number on DM. Yeah, you have a diesel pusher. Oh, but you have a gas generator. Oh, see, I wish. Someday I'll grow up, when I'm a real grown-up RVer, I'll have a diesel pusher, hopefully. Hopefully that's what I retire in, is the diesel pusher. Because diesel is the greatest. Look, I actually see a little bit of sunlight. Yeah, so my generator is just like flat, dead. And the last thing I need is to replace a generator, because, yeah, that's a lot of money. You know, I owe as much on that motorhome as it would cost me to get a new generator. So, okay, Lorley. Calming comfort blanket. Yes, I have listened to that tutorial. I've been, you know, working through, just listening to it. I like to do that sometimes when I'm not talking to you guys. I like to, you know, listen to tutorials and just imagine, you know, doing those stitches in my head. Okay, Okay, 19 degrees. Let's be careful. Pretty sure that pavement's pretty good. It's kind of dark, but I think it's good. Taking it easy. So, you know, we were talking about Jake brakes last night. Like I'm on stage 3 of my Jakes right now, and you can probably tell the difference in the sound of the engine. Like those, you know, those dual stack guys, you know, old school guys and their big unmuffled Jake brakes. So you can tell. First month of driving, because I still had my training. I was on the phone with him and I was coming down that hill and I got up to like 40, 45 miles an hour coming down the, hello? Well, it was buffering because I was coming through Lad Canyon. That's why. But I remember like that first month when I was coming down Lad Canyon with James as my DM, I remember panicking a little bit because I got up to like 40, 45 miles an hour. And like now, I just came down, I just cruised down at 55 miles an hour. And I, you know, if I was a more experienced trucker, I'm sure I'd come down at 65 miles an hour. Because it's not that bad. It's just, you know, I'm careful. This Freightliner feels very top heavy in the curves. Okay, Tracy. Yeah, I'm back. That's called Lad Canyon. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so since we're on this straightaway out of the mountains, give me just a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. I'm going to listen to this, okay. So, yeah. Okay, so I just went out of the live long enough to listen to the voicemail from my, from Kathleen, and, yeah, we're good. So apparently it pauses, it like, you know, goes to buffering for you guys when I take a phone call or when I listen to a voicemail. Yeah, so, you know, they're going to have to deal with the customer when it comes to what time I get there. I am not going to kill myself. You know, I'll try to push it, but I'm not going to kill myself to get there in less than 24 hours, 730 something. You can go down a hill too fast one time, and you can go down too slow as many. Exactly. So, you know, like, these Freightliner Cascadias have what's called a downhill assist, where there's a certain little, you know, combination of, you know, settings that you set when you're peaking the top of a grade. You know, Jake 1, cancel, resume on the cruise control, and like I have many times 35, 40 miles an hour. I'll set that at the peak of Cabbage Hill. And, you know, I like to say that will hold so well that you can get up and make a sandwich. Which, of course, I'm not going to get up and make a sandwich. That's a joke. But, you know, that holds so nicely. And these guys are going down Cabbage Hill, you know, 60, 65 miles an hour, and they think they're perfectly safe doing that. I don't think so, but, you know, whatever. I don't think so, because I've seen too many go off the edge. They're constantly repairing the guardrail on this one curve that curves to the left. And the thing with Cabbage isn't so much the grade, it's how long and windy it is. I mean, there's some sharp curves on there, and it goes and goes and goes, and then you come around the last curve, and it's kind of deceiving. You kick off the jig brake, and man, that thing starts to pick up speed. It's kind of gradual right there, but it's deceiving, you know. I've heard a lot of truckers comment, you know, about how the bottom of Cabbage Hill always kind of catches them off guard, you know. They look up and they're doing 90 miles an hour and they didn't even realize they were picking up speed. So here's La Grande, Oregon. I wanted to go to college here so bad and be a part of their rodeo team. But I ended up going to Ontario, Oregon to Treasure Valley, and I didn't get on the rodeo team. I didn't have a horse, you know, that was patterned or ready to run. I had a young horse, so I got into their horse production program. Okay, Andrea. I got into their horse production program and learned a lot. Didn't exactly make me a horse trainer, knowing how to rig your driving handles. Yes, and this thing does not, I do not feel good in curves around this thing. And it was the same way with the last couple of Cascadias that I drove. They feel top heavy and not very stable in corners. So many times, even if I'm going around a curve, you know, on a flat area like this, I will kick up the cruise, just kind of coast around the corner, and then just kick it back on when I'm over halfway through the curve. Because that Volvo I drove cornered like it was on rails. I really did appreciate that about it. But I would rather have a good, really monster Jake brake than a good, you know, than being handling that well on the curves. Jakes make me happy. Jake brakes save lives. You know, some of these places you go to, there'd be like, you know, no engine braking. You know, engine braking is prohibited. Well, I'm pretty sure those signs went up before we had muffled Jake brakes. Yes, the Jake brake is very loud, but you don't want your, you know, a semi-truck in your living room, right? So, and now I see, yes. So, yeah, now I see signs, newer signs that say unmuffled engine braking, you know, prohibited. Okay. You know, they have noise ordinances in those areas. But, you know, the place I'm thinking of right now is Layton, Utah, where we used to have our main truck. You know, where there's a yard there in Layton, and I remember seeing those signs. So yeah, but you know, I see like on some Western Oregon 2-lane winding hill climbing highways where you come down into an area and it says, you know, engine braking prohibited. Well, it's right before a curve on a decline, and there are houses. There's like a bank that's like 8 or 10 feet down on the right side of the highway, and there are houses down there. Yeah, you know, I'm sure that's loud, but I wonder how many semi-trucks have landed in the middle of their house on that curve. So I would rather they jaked. I used to live within 50 feet of a railroad track in southwestern Washington state, and you know, after a while, I mean, it's still kind of, you know, after several months of sleeping, that, I mean, it sounds like the train, they didn't slow down for our little trailer park. It sounds like the train is like running through the bedroom. It is so loud. That place was so loud. But, you know, after a while, we would just, it would bring us out of a deep sleep, and we would hear it, and we would know that's what was going on. But it didn't really, you know, keep us up at night anymore. But boy, was that loud. Okay, so you guys, I'm starting to climb up out of La Grande, up over the Blue Mountains. So there will be, I may become disconnected completely, which I will connect back when we get to the top of Cabbage, or it may just, you know, start spinning. So just be prepared. That's probably going to happen. I have a lot of memories from this area. The Grand Rock River is over there on the left, and kind of canyon-y climbing up here. But yeah, my signal goes out going over this part. So So my DM called and I didn't pick up, but she left a message. And once again, you know, she doesn't know what's going on. Okay, it's just at the very least, as gracious as I can be, at the very least, the job she's trying to do is just not. We're back! Okay, I'll end this one. Let's end this one and go with another one. Okay.